last day of 2018. And man, it has been one hell of a year, I gotta tell you. Started off really crappy, been super bumpy throughout the year, but it's ending on a pretty good note because, this life change is a motivation that I really haven't had before. And I kept telling myself, and I've been telling people that I'm not going to have a New Year's resolution, but I think this year I'm going to make one, and I want to stick with it because I wasn't going to have one because what's the point? People make New Year's resolutions, but typically just go on to the next day and just continue life normally, like it's always been. But my New Year's resolution this year is going to be to get healthy. I've already started. I've been kicking this pretty hardcore. I know my video yesterday, I shared some concerns, that in a few days I hadn't really noticed any bit of a difference as far as weight. I've been fluctuating within a pound, maybe a pound and a half, up and down. Well, this morning, weighing in different from yesterday, is my weight went down almost 3.5 pounds. And so even though I was at like 160.6, I dropped down to 360.6, I dropped down to 357.2, I think is what it was. And so it was a pretty good drop as far as weight goes. Like I said, almost 3.5 pounds. So that's pretty significant in a 24-hour window. And I can crack it up to water weight. Water weight has a huge factor in how much your body fluctuates as far as weight and stuff is concerned. So I really think I'm going to stop weighing myself every day, just on the simple fact that I spent 4 days weighing myself every day and watching it fluctuate up and down. And I think I'm just gonna I have to go back to weekly weigh-ins because I want to see results, and if I don't see it on a day-to-day basis, I get frustrated. And so I just need to remember and be patient and know that as long as I keep following and my macros and hitting those points, that it's going to come. So New Year's resolution is going to be focusing on just getting healthy and doing things right this time because I want to lose this weight and I want it this time. And so that's going to be my resolution for the year. So yeah, that's it really. One thing too that has been a big difference, like knowing that I truly want this, is like, every new Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, my family gets together all the time for dinners every once in a while, and having the ability to make my own food and say, hey, I'm just letting you know ahead of time, I don't want you to feel offended, but I'm really making an effort with this. Is it okay if I bring my own food? And my family's been really cool about it. And so that's been really nice and helpful, and they're all super supportive. Like tonight, we went out to a steakhouse that's over by my work, and the steaks, they send out French fries and stuff with the steaks, and I was like, well, can I sub it out for something else? And they're like, well, no, because you already get the steamed veggies and blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever, just put them on there, and maybe other people eat them. And I picked one up and started to go eat it, and my cousin is like, no, and grabs his butter knife and pretends like, and I'm like, you're right, and I dropped it. So that's helpful. He was more, fooling around, but it just reminded me that even cheating one little bit can lead to falling off the bandwagon. And I don't want to do that because this is it. This is the time for me to be healthy and get down to a weight that I don't remember ever being. So I'm looking forward to it. And so that's going to be my New Year's resolution. Continuing to remind myself and focusing on the end goal. And yeah, that's it. So hopefully you guys are safe tonight out on the roads with the dumbasses that are out there. Me, I'm going to put, Fox on my TV and watch the ball drop on Actually, it'll be my local fox. And for those of you that are not in Idaho, Boise does the tater drop. And so the tater drop is this big giant potato that they drop from a crane. So it's kind of similar to the ball drop, but it's a giant potato. It's fun. I went down a couple years ago, and I thought about going this year, but it's freaking cold outside, and I'm not interested. So, anywho, that's it for the night. Thanks for tuning in again, and I'll see you all in the next video.